Hey guys, how's it going? It's the Crypto Analyst here, and I hope all of you guys are having a good morning, evening, wherever you guys are from. And welcome back to another Bitcoin update. I don't know if you guys have seen it, but a lot of the markets are in the green right now, especially in cryptocurrency. Because if you look at it, most of the market is up anywhere from 5 to 15%. Going Bitcoin being up almost 4%, XRP being up over 5%, Ethereum to almost 11%, and Tron up over 16%. So the market, with the exception of some of the stable coins, are in the green right now, and that is always a good thing to see in cryptocurrency. You have Bitcoin dominance at just over 52% and the market cap being over $124 billion. But I want to go ahead and talk about some of the technical analysis over here and where I believe Bitcoin's going, why I believe it fell, and why I actually exited my short last night before we got this pump in this green in the market. So I want to be breaking down some of this technical analysis and telling where I believe Bitcoin's going to go into the future. So if you guys are interested, go and stick around for some of the video, and do not forget to hit the like and subscribe button, as it does help out the channel a lot. But that being said, let's go ahead and dive on into this, do some technical analysis, and explain why I believe Bitcoin's in the situation that it's in and where I believe it's going to go from here. So the number one reason I would say that I exited my short last night was that we actually had a tweezer double bottom on the Bitcoin 4-hour. Now, if you guys don't know what that is, that's exactly what this is over here. Essentially, you have your two wicks wicking down to the same area, them closing over here and forming a tweezer double bottom, which is a bullish scenario for Bitcoin. I saw this, and I was actually asked on the Discord last night if I would flip this to a long from my short. Now, my answer for that was no. I want to see what Bitcoin's going to be doing in the short-term future. I want to see how this plays out over here towards the upside, and then I might exit or enter into another position. For the time being, again, it was a great short all the way down here, and then now that we're in that area, I'm fine with taking profits. So I'm watching this closely before I enter any more trades. I'm not in any trades right now, but I do want to highlight a couple of other things that are influencing where I might trade from here. And that is highlighting the fact that you are getting rejected from your 50 EMA in this range, and that is one of the most significant things to me. Now, on the bright side, you did get a higher high over here from your previous one over here, so ever so slightly higher high, but you are getting rejected still from your 50 EMA, and that's not a good sign. Now, this 4-hour candle did just open like 15 minutes ago. However, again, it's already in the red. It's already pointed downwards, and this is actually a rejection candle over here. So we'll have to, again, see how this one closes, see how this one plays out. But as of right now, if it were to close like this, I would say that this is a bearish rejection candle from your 50-day EMA on your 4-hour, and I would probably be looking back down towards some downside for Bitcoin. Now, this isn't to say that it can't break this. Again, there's plenty of time for this to break this. The next candle could even break this and contradict this whole thing. But as of right now, again, this is standing as a bearish rejection candle. But something I would like to see happen is for us to actually retest this former support up into this area. Now, in a perfect world, that's what I would like to see happen, because of the fact that this was such a strong support. Now it's going to be getting used as resistance. So again, you look at this, it had something like 4 or 5 touches on it all the way up, and now that that's going to be getting used as such a strong resistance line, I think it would be good and really healthy for the charts to be able to come back up, test this former level, and then actually get rejected. But if you're a bull in this scenario, we do actually have some good news for you, because this isn't all bearish. Because what we're going to actually do is go ahead and look at our MACD and our RSI and actually explain some reasons. So another thing actually that I want to point out as to why I exited my short was, along with the tweezer double bottom, was also that the MACD oscillator was actually pointing up. You had higher lows on your MACD oscillator over here. Let me go ahead and highlight this so you guys can see it. But on the MACD oscillator, it was actually having higher lows over here. So that was, again, a great sign to me of, hey, this goes hand in hand with the tweezer double bottom. You might want to exit your position at this time, or at least take some profits. And that's exactly what I did. On your RSI, though, you were showing essentially just higher or lower highs. Not lower highs, higher lows in this area, saying, hey, this is still a bearish situation. The trend is still your friend, but this could be looking for some sort of a bounce, and that's exactly what we saw in this area. And I want to stress this, because this could just be a relief bounce instead of just being this bull rally that people are making it out to be. Because I know some people that are way too bullish in this area for what this is and for the information that we have given to us at this current time. Again, this isn't a situation where you're looking at this as it's wildly bearish or bullish. I don't think that this is the most bullish of scenarios for Bitcoin. I would like to see it retest some higher levels. I just don't think that it can. What I simply think that this is just a relief bounce or relief rally because of how far that we've fallen. Now, you could do like a fib retracement or something on this, but for the time being, again, I just see this as a bounce in how much Bitcoin has fallen. you know, again, I just see this as the bounce that we so desperately needed in Bitcoin. And from here, I'm still standing bearish because the trend is your friend. We're still on this downwards channel, and until this is broken or contradicted, like I've said a million times, the trend is your friend, so I will keep it like that. We just hit resistance twice. I would expect us to come back down towards the bottom of this channel, or at least the heart line down here. So we'll see what time wants us to do with that, but I want to go ahead and look at this on the 1 day, because this is where things really start picking up for me. Now, again, we talked about all this rejection up here from the top of the trend line and our 50-day EMA on our 1-day chart. But another thing that I want to break down is the fact that we almost double topped actually over here. I want to say that we've contradicted that double top now, but it was, yeah, so we've barely contradicted that now, but for a while we were sitting at that, and I was actually getting pretty nervous the fact that we could double top in this area, because again, I would like to see us, for health reasons of this chart, retest former support as resistance and then fall back down. But again, I just don't know if we have the bullish momentum in this area to do that. I want to go ahead and point out our RSI and our MACD. On our MACD, while the MACD is a little bit of a lagging indicator, guys, you can still use it if you know how to use it correctly. And I want to point out that this was a pretty bearish situation on our 1-day MACD, but it looks like it could be actually rounding off and getting ready for a little bit of upside. Now, one thing that I'm noting when I'm looking at this is that this could actually be a bull trap. This could actually be hidden bearish divergence over here. The fact that, well, one, again, our volume just isn't that good right now. While I think we could be in for a volatile week, I'm looking at this as if it could actually be a bull trap. Your oscillators are trying to round back up. This is ever so slightly. Again, you only have one candle body closings that is that's lower on your MACD right now. So it's not confirmed bullish or bearish or anything right now. It's really just sitting neutral as it's trying to round back off. But I'm looking at this as this could potentially in the future form a bull trap. Now, again, that's what I'm watching out for. And if I'm looking at this from my RSI, this is actually looking at least a little bit better, because what you're able to look at over here on your RSI is actually this upwards trend line that Bitcoin's been going. You know, consistently getting higher lows on your 1-day RSI, which stands for your relative strength index, which is, again, if you are a bull, you're liking what you're seeing over in this area. For the sheer fact that this is making lower highs on your relative strength index. But with that being said, that doesn't mean that it can't come back down over here. And while you are bouncing in this area and still, again, getting higher lows, or lower highs, excuse me, or higher lows, again, it's still really not saying anything. You're sitting neutral on both of your 1-day indicators. And as I'm looking at this, there's really not much to do. I'm not trading off of this area. I just wanted to give you guys an update so you guys know really where my mind's at. I can kind of just speak my mind in this area. I'm not shorting this. I'm not longing this. As I said, I exited my short last night. That double bottom was a fair reason to. I am more bearish than bullish in this scenario just because, again, how this is laying out and how this looks. I don't think that this is anything to look at and just say it's too bullish. I don't really see a reason to be too bullish in this area. So I would say, again, I'm more bearish than I am bullish in this area. And with that being said, I'll probably just bring this video to an end. But I hope this did help you guys. I hope you guys did enjoy. It was a little bit more of a laid back video where I just got to kind of speak my thoughts on this, because usually we just go straight into the technical analysis and give this unbiased approach, but I wanted to be able to give a little bit more of a free talk episode, giving you guys my insight to just really the whole cryptocurrency market as it will follow Bitcoin, at least, you know, as it usually does. But tell me what you guys thought. Did you guys enjoy this one that was a little bit more laid back, a little bit more free thought, a little bit more ADD version of technical analysis, or do you guys just like it unbiased? I also want to know your guys' thoughts on Bitcoin right now and whether you guys are bullish or bearish. So hopefully you guys were able to follow. That was a little bit of everywhere and all over the place from here, there, and everywhere. But if you guys did enjoy, do not forget to hit the like and subscribe button, as it does help out the channel a lot. But that being said, I will see you guys in the next episode.